So what is this? This is a Panasonic CF-P2. This is a cell phone. See, a pocket PC cell phone. It runs Windows Mobile 2003 second edition. And yeah, as far as I know, this thing was only ever really released in Europe, and I think Japan probably. I don't think this thing ever made a North American release. This thing was only ever like in Europe. So yeah, that's why. That's why there's not a lot on eBay. If you go on eBay online, try and look up sellers, you weren't really gonna find anyone selling this thing, because I think it's not really all that common. That's why. I guess you can call it rare in a way, but I don't know. I don't know if it will be qualified as rare. But yeah. So you can see it probably proclaims designed for Windows Mobile. And there's the reset hole. There's the battery compartment, and you know, there's the speaker. See, that's the stylus. It's a red stylus. Some of them come with a black stylus, but this one has a red stylus, and it is official. It's not an aftermarket, so I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the revisions or whatever. Obviously, it's a stylus holder. There's the power button up there, and you can see this is the light sensor. If it wants to, there we go. That's the light sensor, that's the earpiece, and those are your lights for notifications or charging, and for wireless connectivity. You can see there's the Pocket PC branding right there. You can see it's a matte resistive touch display. There's obviously Panasonic CF-P2. This is the keypad right here. Let's see, it also proudly proclaims it uses SD, and the SD slot is right there. There's the SD door. And even has an indicator light. So I don't know if it would show. See, that is the SD indicator light. So obviously it lights up when it's being accessed. So yeah, you know, this is like this is like a button for, I think, a quick menu. I'm not that sure. It's like a button for like some weird Panasonic quick menu. That's contacts, obviously that's the D-pad over here. I think this is like basically just a menu button, and obviously that's the OK button. So this middle button is an enter button. This is the actual OK button. And you know, there's your send and end keys, numerical keypad. This switches the wireless radios. That's your backspace, I think. Yeah, that is your backspace, because that's the enter. Jesus Christ. And there's your microphone piece. And you can see this is this stupid little connector that uses. You will need to use Panasonic's proprietary stupid charger in order to charge the goddamn thing. And you will need a USB cable as well. I don't have the USB cable, only the charger. So the only way how I'm able to load programs onto it is via the SD. So at least there's that. But yeah, you would definitely need a charger, because you can't really find a charger for these things. You know, there's your volume rockers, headphone jack, and then there's your voice memo button. And then over here, yeah, SD. Yeah, not really more else, because yeah, you can power it on. Let's see, there it is. There's Windows Mobile OS. You can see. Yeah, this is Panasonic's weird little menu right here. So we can scroll there. This launches contacts. So we can press the OK button to get out. And yeah, there's your D-pad. So you can select things. That's your menu. So, and whatever program you're in, that's where it will bring up the menu. So if I try and pull out the stylus, this will be... See? And obviously, there's the red stylus. So, let's see how hard it is to navigate this OS with a camcorder on my hand. So we can hit the start. You see I already installed a couple of programs on here. Okay, navigate through the programs menu. Let's see, I installed a couple of games. There's like a couple of more applications over there. So there's the Core Pocket Media Player. We could go over to settings. And we could check out the system information. Remember, this thing only has a 64 megs of RAM, I think. Yeah, it has 64 megs of RAM and a PXA 270. And that 270 runs at like 500 something megahertz, if I remember. And you can see Windows Mobile 2003 second edition. So, if we fix that for there. And yeah, you can see there it is. It's Windows Mobile. If you've seen Windows Mobile, you basically have seen every version of Windows Mobile, because they're all the same, excluding 6.5, because they completely changed it up with 6.5. But yeah, not a lot else. It's essentially a PDA phone. That's what this thing is. It's a PDA phone running Microsoft's Pocket PC OS. Obviously it uses 2G, so I can't actually use it as a phone. But yeah, look at that. Panasonic. I even have more Panasonic shit. There's a Panasonic handheld terminal and another one. So yeah, I'm even filming this on a Panasonic camcorder. Amazing.